So to create a roster in StationSMARTS, we're going to go through the activity tracker. Within the activity tracker, we have the quick insert buttons here at the top, and the very last one here is to create a duty roster record. So we're going to click that, and it just gives us maintenance here. If we've already created a duty roster for today, we have up to 3 different types we'll show in this white space here you can see. So if we wanted to modify today's roster, we didn't realize there was a roster already created, it'll give us a quick link here. We could click it, modify it from there. Otherwise, we can go ahead and create the roster, and it won't let us create duplicates. So if in the case of it already be created, it would open that roster automatically up for you or let you know that there's one created. Now we can create a roster as far back into the past as we need to, as far into the future. So you can change this date, and it could be for any date that you need. And you can also have multiple different types of rosters. So if you wanted to do an off-duty training roster, off-duty detail roster, you could have those as well. And you can see here we have an administrative roster and an on-duty roster. I'm going to create an on-duty roster for today. So I'm just going to choose on-duty, create roster. Everything from the setup gets copied over automatically. And then I'm just going to choose the group and then click continue. The system is going to create the roster for today. It does create a line entry for each person. These are actually separate records in the activity tracker for reporting later. But you're always going to get this spreadsheet view, and all of these items are available for changing. And the assignment is available here as well. Now the assignment can be handled through 3 different ways. You could either assign automatically from the employee record. So just as we've done, these people actually have been assigned to apparatus from their employee record. So when we created the roster, it automatically pre-filled those. And we could also assign a writing position that way too if we needed to. We could also leave that blank, have these blank until the day of when we create the roster. So maybe if people move around depending on their shift, then we could assign them the day of rather than having it permanently in their employee record. The third way is through the emergency response. So if you never assign apparatus, they just jump on the apparatus based on the emergency response, whichever one they hop on is what they're responding on, then you can actually make this assignment within the emergency response itself. So you would leave these blank in the roster completely. And that's how you manage your roster in StationSMARTS.